The UIM F1H2O World Championship returns to the stunning island of Sardinia for the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy. The picturesque port town of Olbia hosts round 3 on the road to Sharjah. Sardinia is situated in one of the most scenic corners of the Mediterranean, boasting beautiful seaside towns, rugged mountains, and untouched beaches that attract visitors year-round. Rich in history, the historic port of Olbia predates Roman times, and the city's church of San Paolo Apostolo impresses with its dazzling zigzag-tiled dome. The countryside around the island offers hidden historical gems waiting to be explored. Sardinia is a haven for water sports enthusiasts, with its long stretches of golden sandy beaches and turquoise seas perfect for kite surfing, sailing, and snorkeling. The island's countless hidden bays provide unique anchorages for cruisers. World-class dining is another highlight, with local produce featured prominently. Centuries-old vineyards produce exceptional wines to accompany any meal. Sardinia truly offers endless opportunities for exploration. The race circuit in Olbia is nestled right in the heart of the town's bustling harbor, where fans enjoy unparalleled access to the high-speed action. The event features a pole position qualifying session followed by 2 sprint races and concludes with a Grand Prix race. 3 days of non-stop racing action are sure to keep everyone on the edge of their seats. For those curious about the sensation and brave enough to try, the custom 2-seater offers a first-hand taste of the thrill of F1H2O racing. Now let's see what happened in the last round in Binh Dinh, Vietnam. The road to Sharjah took the UIM F1H2O World Championship season to Vietnam for the very first time. The city of Quy Nhon put its best foot forward by organizing a truly spectacular series of events during the amazing Binh Dinh Festival. All eyes were on Team Vietnam as they entered their home race, with Jonas Andersen and Stefan Arendt leading the team championship points. But it was Victory Team's Eric Stark who laid down the fastest lap in the qualifier, taking pole position ahead of Andersen. Eric Stark stormed off the start, well clear of the pack by the first turn buoy, and never looked back. Jonas Andersen was second, and Team Sharjah's Rusty Wyatt had third. Team Vietnam's rookie Stefan Arendt was running in fourth, but a broken propeller forced him out, to the disappointment of local fans. In lap 13, Brent Dillard was trying to pass Team Sharjah's Philip Roms on the yellow right-hander. Dillard struck Roms from behind and sent the fin flying. Both drivers were okay, but retired from the race. At the restart, CTIC China's Peter Marin made a move on the outside, attacking Rusty Wyatt for third around the left-hander. Marin passed the Canadian rookie Rusty Wyatt and kept third until the finish line. And so Eric Stark and Victory Team finally got their much-deserved place at the top of the podium. Jonas Andersen second, and Peter Marin scores valuable points in third. Eric Stark took the lead in the overall Drivers' Championship standings, 8 points clear of Rusty Wyatt with 47 points, tied with defending champion Jonas Andersen. The Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy featured a stacked lineup of 18 drivers from 9 teams ready to battle it out in the waters of Sardinia. The championship points leader heading into the weekend was Victory Team's Eric Stark. Following their much-anticipated return to F1 last year, Victory Team secured their first win in Vietnam. Now, Eric Stark had a clear path on the road to Sharjah to clinching his first world crown.
Point lead of championship and win, so yeah, it was really amazing. It was my first win with the Victory Team, so yeah, it was a big one for us. Now it's a new race. You know, we're up there with Jonas and Tani, so it's gonna be a tough weekend.
teammate Emirati Ahmed Al Fahim secured 2 championship points in the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam, securing victory top spot in the team championship standings. Second and third place in the Drivers' Championship was a dead heat between Jonas Andersson and Rusty Wyatt, with 47 points apiece. Rusty Wyatt sent shockwaves through the field at the season opener in Indonesia, making a dramatic move on the last lap to clinch a race win in his rookie debut. Team Sharjah's new hope, the Canadian sensation, then followed up with a solid 4th place in round 2. Could he prove it wasn't just beginner's luck?
Yeah, coming into this weekend, I was actually at Scott Gilman's house for a week, and we did some testing leading up to this race. So that was really nice. I haven't been able to be in the boat that much. We got a lot on the plate this weekend. We're sitting so tight in points. We need every point we can get. So let's hope we can get on the podium at the minimum, hopefully the top step.
Rusty's Team Sharjah teammate Philip Brahms arrives with a newly built boat after a high-flying barrel roll in Vietnam caused by a collision with Brent Dillard. Tied with Rusty Wyatt behind Eric Stark is Team Vietnam's defending champion Jonas Andersson. The pressure was on for a win in his home race in Binh Dinh, Vietnam, but Andersson couldn't match Eric Stark and settled for second.
Yeah, last race in my home Grand Prix in Vietnam, it was a shame we didn't match Eric the whole weekend. He was so fast, and we brought a new boat from Sweden now. We went by car here, and we tested in the first practice, and the feeling is very nice. It's very, very aggressive, so you need to be on your toe the whole time, but the feeling was very good.
Team Vietnam's Stefan Arend has already proven he's a strong contender on the road to Sharjah, consistently fighting at the top. However, misfortune struck with a breakdown in Vietnam. Trailing in 4th on the road to Sharjah was Bartek Marszalek of Stromoy Racing. The Polish ace continually refines his skills. Together with his Norwegian teammate Marit Stromoy, the pair have 4th place for the team championship standings. China CTIC team's Peter Marin, always a threat with his hard-charging driving style, nabbed 3rd place in the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam. He drives alongside American Brent Dillard. 6th in the team standings was multiple championship-winning Team Abu Dhabi, which faced an uphill battle after a string of mishaps for Alberto Comparato and veteran driver Emirati Thani Al-Khamzi. The duo hope to better their chances here with a pair of new DAC hulls.
I feel very happy. My home, Sardinia, same my home. I like the course. I'm happy with the boat, the new boat. It's very fast. And we see you tomorrow on the race.
Two-time world champion Sami Celio in Red Devil SMC F1 team was 7th in the Drivers' Championship with his teammate Dutchman Ferdinand Zandbergen in 12th. F1 Atlantic team was in 7th, with Banjelf earning a point in the season opener on Lake Toba alongside Portuguese veteran Duarte Benavente. And Maverick Racing rounded out the field with a French duo of Cedric Deguin and Alexandre Bourgeot. The circuit in Olbia is one of the tightest tracks on the road to Sharjah, surrounded by a harbor, concrete breakwaters, and shallow rocks. The race weekend saw high winds and rough water conditions. The qualifying session sets the starting grid and progresses through 3 stages. In Q1, drivers have 20 minutes to record their fastest lap, with the top 12 moving on to Q2, where they have 15 minutes to vie for one of 6 spots in Q3, the decisive 10-minute battle where the fastest driver claims pole position. Q1 would be the most difficult, with 18 drivers jostling for clean water on the tight course and drivers relying on their teams in the timing. Early in the session, Team Sharjah's Scott Gilman spots a space and urges on Rusty Wyatt. The young gun storms to the front of Q1 with a time of 38.025 seconds. Victory Team's Ahmed Al Fahim was toe-to-toe with CTIC China's Brent Dillard, fighting for 12th at the cutoff mark, but Dillard prevailed, bumping out Al Fahim with just minutes to go. Also out were Philip Brahms, F1 Atlantic, and Maverick teams. Conditions were deteriorating rapidly as Q2 got underway, but Rusty Wyatt bettered his Q1 time. The trickiest part of the course proved to be the exit from the yellow right-hander, and it caught Brent Dillard, who barrel rolled out of contention. With the engine flooded, the American faced a race against time to be ready for his afternoon sprint race. Defending champion Jonas Andersson was struggling in 10th with his new boat, trying to dial in his setup, but eventually he qualified for Q3 in 5th, just ahead of his fellow countryman Eric Stark. Team Abu Dhabi's Thani Al-Khamzi was 2nd, while teammate Alberto Comparato missed out in 10th. Q3, Sharjah team's Rusty Wyatt came out swinging on his first hot lap and shot to the top with a time of 37.546 seconds, his best lap yet. Team Abu Dhabi's hopes were on Emirati Thani Al-Khamzi, still trying to dial in his new DAC boat. The veteran did not disappoint, but was unable to top Rusty Wyatt's with a time of 37.959 seconds. Round 2 race winner Eric Stark was also off the pace, with an over half-second gap to Rusty Wyatt, and later lost control of his Victory Team boat in the turbulent conditions, taking out a turn buoy. CTIC team's Peter Marin moved ahead of defending champion Jonas Andersson to snatch 3rd place with a lap of 38.078 seconds. None of Rusty Wyatt's rivals could match his time, and the Canadian phenomenon claimed his first career pole position after completely dominating the grueling qualifying session. Thani Al-Khamzi in 2nd, Peter Marin 3rd, Red Devils Ferdinand Zandbergen in 6th.
We did some work overnight, and I think we picked up a couple things, so that definitely helped as well. The Sharjah crew, crystal clear heated wiper blades, the natural seal boat, it's just a rocket. Let's hope we can keep it going throughout the entire weekend.
Have fun, man. No problem. So give us more of that.
Yeah. We'll keep him on his toes.
Sunday morning featured 2 15-minute sprint races, their starting grids based on qualifying results, providing a crucial battleground for the championship title with half the Grand Prix points at stake. Team Sharjah's Rusty Wyatt was on pole for sprint race 1, with defending champion Jonas Andersson behind him in 2nd, Eric Stark 3rd, Stefan Arendt 4th, and Sami Celio rounding out the top 5. The lights go out and they're off. Team Vietnam's Jonas Andersson has the jump on Rusty Wyatt to his port side. The defending champion has the speed in his new hull and pulls away. But Rusty Wyatt has the crucial inside lane and keeps Andersson in check. Rusty Wyatt has found his pace now and passes Jonas Andersson coming around the stands. The rookie Canadian takes the lead. Red Devils' Sami Celio kept an outside line through the start and maintained superior speed. He slams across Eric Stark's line and takes 3rd place from the Victory Team driver. Stefan Arendt down 2 positions from the start, pressing up on Ben Jelf. The Team Vietnam rookie finds room on the inside and moves up into 5th. Rusty Wyatt in solid control at the front, Jonas Andersson in 2nd, Sami Celio up a position in 3rd, and Eric Stark down in 4th. Behind, Stefan Arendt is charging up, attacking Victory Team Stark, trying to regain his 4th position. F1 Atlantic's Ben Jelf is in 6th, up a position after moving ahead of Marit Stromoy. Stefan Arendt keeps the pressure on Eric Stark in the battle for 4th, the rookie pushing his boat to the maximum, but Stark holds on to 4th. The laps wind down and Rusty Wyatt keeps his lead, earning 10 championship points. Jonas Andersson 2nd with 9 points, and Sami Celio nabs 8 in 3rd. Ben Jelf gets 5 points for F1 Atlantic.
It's a rocket. We didn't come off the dock that well. Jonas had a heck of a start, but the commitment buoy, we were pretty much neck and neck, and I kind of pushed him over a little bit. He was trying to come over, but I was ready to give him a bump to get out of my way.
Yeah, I started 2nd. I made a very good start, but the setup of the boat with the prop was totally wrong. I am way too small propeller. Rusty was so quick, so
it was good start. I know the package is good in the start what we have now on. Prop selection we don't have for this race course, so we was lacking that yesterday.
Sprint Race 2 sees Team Abu Dhabi's Thani Al-Khamzi on pole with CTIC China's Peter Marin in 2nd, Red Devils' young gun Ferdinand Zandbergen in 3rd. And the race is on. Peter Marin in lane 2 has a great start. The Frenchman shoots ahead of the field down to the yellow buoy. But Thani Al-Khamzi has the inside lane and keeps the lead. His teammate Alberto Comparato is fast off the dock and moves ahead of Ferdinand Zandbergen to his port side. The young Italian moves up into third place, leaving Zandbergen in his spray. Stromoy Racing's Bartek Marszalek maintains his fifth place start. Behind, Ahmed Al-Fahim is sixth. But the victory driver spins out on the yellow right-hander. Team Charge's Philip Roms is there and moves past into sixth place. Daniel Kamzi has a comfortable lead over Peter Marin in second, Alberto Comparato in third with a podium in sight. The laps wind down and Team Abu Dhabi just a lap away from a 1-3 finish. Al-Kamzi leads, holding off Marin in second. Comparato in third, just a half lap to go, and he spins out, coming around the left-hander. He circles back onto the course and spins out again, almost taking out a buoy. Alberto Comparato pulls over to the side. Another disaster for the young Italian. Ferdinand Zandbergen storms by into third place. And so Daniel Kamzi earns 10 points in first, Peter Marin second, and Zandbergen third. And Comparato managing to cross over in sixth place.
Everything was under control, I was not even pushing, just spinning from nowhere. I lost half of the sponsors.
The boat very nice in the course, and we be quiet until the race.
Our race was amazing. It was very good warm for the rest of the afternoon.
$20 points up for grabs on the road to Sharjah in the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy. But there was bad news for defending champion Jonas Andersson, who was rushing to swap an engine after breaking it during the warm-up session.
Now, we broke the engine in the practice and we were playing around, but it was on the safe way, so it's... No, I cannot tell you what it was. I had no f***ing clue.
This setback would drop him to 14th on the starting grid, putting his championship campaign at risk. Great news for Rusty Wyatt, however. The Canadian tied with Andersson at 47 points. Race officials opted for a rolling start due to the rougher conditions and tight course. The starting grid, Rusty Wyatt on pole, then Daniel Kamzi P2, Peter Marin P3, championship leader Stark in P4, Polish ace Bartek Marszalek back in 7th, Alberto Comparato starts in 16th. The fleet motors out to line up for the rolling starts. Excitement in the VIP areas as drinks flow, with spectators eagerly awaiting the start of the race. As the boats wind through the course, the race director can start the race at any moment. Crucial now for Rusty Wyatt to fend off Team Abu Dhabi's veteran Daniel Kamzi. There it is, the green flag is up and the race is on. The massive field guns down the finish line chute. Daniel Kamzi on the attack, trying to pass Rusty Wyatt on the outside. Rusty has the inside lane and swings around the left-hander. Al-Kamzi has to back off and gets a hose down from the Canadian in the lead. Behind, Ferdinand Zandbergen takes the inside line and attacks Eric Stark for 4th. But the blue victory boat has the speed on the outside and defends P4. Meanwhile, Stefan Arendt swoops in from the outside and moves past Zandbergen, heading into the yellow right-hander, and Stefan Arendt loses his back end and barrel rolls. The airbags inflate and the rookie is out almost immediately. Big frustration for the Estonian on just the opening lap.
The start went well. I gained a position on Ferdinand, and then to be honest, I don't know what happened. It was it all happened quite fast, and then I just saw sky, water, and then it was water indefinitely. So I just got out, and shit happens.
Also out is Alberto Comparato due to safety concerns with the spare boat's seat size. The boats will take their original starting grid order for the restart, as a full race lap was not completed. A setback for Rusty Wyatt, who'll have to defend first again. The green flag is up, the race is back on. The field charges to the first buoy. Daniel Kamsi has amazing speed on the outside, neck and neck with Rusty Wyatt. The Canadian has the inside lane and nails that left-hander and holds on to first. The battle for third is on with Peter Marin on the inside and a drag race with Eric Stark up to the left-hander. Eric Stark nudges ahead, but Marin hooks the turn on a dime and shoots forward. Marin keeps third place. Meanwhile, Bartek Marszalek is caught up and tries to push past Ferdinand Zandbergen, going wide and fast around the right-hander. The two boats lock horns in the battle for fifth. Bartek Marszalek has the inside lane advantage and keeps fifth for now. Red Devil Zandbergen pours on the power on the outside, has the speed on Marszalek, and almost passes before the next buoy, but the Stromoy Racing Team driver holds on. The two storm down the straight as the crowds go wild, the young Dutchman relentless in his pursuits. Zandbergen hits rough water and makes a mistake, going wide around the right-hander. Bartek Marszalek locks down fifth place. At the front, Rusty Wyatt in solid control, now with a considerable lead over Daniel Kamsi in P2 and Peter Marin in P3. And there's trouble for Eric Stark. He comes to a halt in front of the stands. Floating, the championship points leader is dead in the water. Big disappointment for Victory Team.
It's not our weekend, eh?
No, definitely not our weekend.
Some technical issue with the engine. It just shut off. So.
One less rival now for Rusty Wyatt, who seems untouchable at the front, ever increasing his lead over Daniel Kamsi in second. And more trouble now as the Team Abu Dhabi driver pulls off the course. Frustration in the cockpit for Al Kamsi as he breaks down. Team Abu Dhabi out of the race with 2 DNFs. Red Devils two-time champion Sami Celio's boat is also swinging on the crane with a buoy speared on the gearbox. Going into lap 11 out of 40, Rusty Wyatt with an almost 10-second gap over Marin in P2. Bartek Marszalek P3, Ferdinand Zandbergen P4, Marit Stromoy P5, and Ben Jelf P6. Stromoy Racing's Marit Stromoy, driving the only 4-stroke engine in the field, is chasing down Ferdinand Zandbergen in the battle for fourth. Defending champion Jonas Andersson had bet on his new hull to give him an edge, and he's managed to claw back up from 14th, now attacking Ben Jelf for 6th. The two-time champion closes in on F1 Atlantic's British driver and roars past Andersson, now up in 5th, upping the pressure on Marit Stromoy. Andersson is tied with Rusty Wyatt in points, pushing his boat to the very edge of control, desperate to salvage what he can here. Marit Stromoy passes the Red Devil driver up into 4th now. Ferdinand Zandbergen slows and comes off the racing line. His boat is taking on water, lilting heavily. The crew managed to hook it on the crane before the airbags blow.
It was broken 5 laps in front.
There came all water inside and it became more and more and more. So I think the boat is broken. I didn't touch anything, so it's time for a new one.
Stromoy Racing teammates Marszalek and Stromoy in 3rd and 4th. Team Vietnam's Jonas Andersson is up 9 positions in 5th, giving hard chase to Marit Stromoy as she tries to defend while negotiating back markers around the chaotic course. The veteran Norwegian racer started the season with the field's only 4-stroke APX engine and is managing to fend off two-time champion Andersson. The laps wind down and positions remain the same. Rusty Wyatt on his way to capping off a weekend of absolute domination. A second win in his rookie season, nothing short of spectacular. Peter Marin second delivers the best finish of the season for CTIC China. And Stromoy Racing teammates Bartek Marszalek and Marit Stromoy finishing 3rd and 4th. Jonas Andersson displays a phenomenal rise through the field from 14th to 5th and nabs 7 points. Ben Jelf with his best finish in the past 2 years in 6th. Sharjah team shoots to the top of the team championship standings, tied with Team Vietnam at 94 points, as Stromoy Racing's incredible 3rd and 4th finish puts them in 3rd.
It was a tough weekend for me, so this 3rd position is for sure good award for me and my amazing team. thanks to my guys I'm here, and we as a team are strong together. So this is present for my kid. I love you, Malvinka. I hope you are proud of your daddy.
The race was very, very difficult because a lot of wind and waves, and everything was shaking, so it was a rough time.
Going into the main event, I was a bit nervous, to be honest. I was waiting around all day. I was just kind of getting over my head, I think, a little bit. And you know what? We put it together for the start and just kind of checked out, man, exactly like I wanted to do, check out. And then when I get to the lap traffic, at least I had some time to be able to get around and not be pressured on. So.
Rusty Wyatt, with his second win in his rookie year, the young gun moves to the top of the championship standings on the road to Sharjah. He is 14 points clear of defending champion Jonas Anderson in second and 15 ahead of Eric Stark in third. Peter Marin is fourth with 52 points, Bartek Marszalek fifth, and Marit Stromoy sixth. See you the next round on the road to Sharjah, the UIM F1H2O World Championship.